What's going on guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to help you crush your performance anxiety, get out into the world and start performing magic. I know it's tough, I still get nervous if I have to approach a table and come up with all sorts of excuses why it's a bad idea. Ever since I started, I've struggled with this fear of being judged, which is preventing me from becoming confident in my routines and being a better magician, and enjoy the excitement and adrenaline that occurs when performing. Before you click off this video because you're thinking, Ross, I don't want to show magic to lay people, I'm happy doing it on the Instagram. Once you listen to these simple solutions that are easy to apply, you might want to reconsider. As magicians, we're very technical people that enjoy sleight of hand. Performing magic is a challenge, and like anything it takes time to be good at. But I promise you this, if you apply half the amount of time, in fact a third of the time, practicing presenting your magic than you did learning raise rise or mastering your pass, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can overcome the problem. When thinking about issues such as what if they reject me or don't want to see magic, the truth is most people genuinely want to see your tricks and would love some entertainment in their day. Of course there are going to be a few people that don't. It might knock your self-esteem back. You're most likely going to experience this too, but it's part of this idea of embracing the challenge. Just like how you dropped the cards when you first learnt the Sybil cut, but you kept practicing until you got the move down. Through trial and error, I've collected the mindset and mentality that'll save you the hard work. So you'll thank me later. Man, I wish someone made a video about this before I embarrass myself. But here you have it, the solutions to the biggest problem, in my opinion, magicians face. The first thing we have to think about is the initial approach to a group to show your magic. Every time you have to get into an interaction. A lot of us can relate to this feeling of dread, and if you don't do it right, you're going to have a very hard time. I like to think of it this way. Let's use a relatively recent example, where I was in a restaurant and I picked a group to be potential spectators. They were sitting approximately 100 yards away, and were waiting on their dinner, which was ideal. For my body to walk the distance would be relatively easy, but again I was hit with this feeling of discomfort. The way I was able to cross the room, introduce myself, and get to perform two of my favourite routines was by using this simple technique. I cleared my head, thought about nothing, and just walked across the room in the direction. After I got there, I went into my line of patter to establish a quick connection before demonstrating some sleight of hand and enjoying each other's company. Imagine you are buying something from a shop or ordering a Coke from the bar, because overthinking never helps. This tip has allowed me to meet so many people that I wouldn't have met otherwise, and yes, you can perform your Instagram magic in real life. Having the ability to interact with strangers and to quickly get to know new people has transformed my character as a magician to be more open and carefree. I mentioned earlier that I go through one line of patter each time I introduce myself, and I think that you should do the same, because you might be wondering when I'm at the table, what do I actually say? I don't want to interrupt them. Here is what I like to use. Excuse me, would you like to see some magic that I've been practicing? And then just add on whatever you like at the end. Usually this one line is enough, because I'll ask a question which you can answer, allowing a conversation to form and getting the group's attention. If they say no or I don't like magic, move on to another group straight away, as this means that you don't have to worry about making another approach. Make sure to watch until the end, as there's no point applying the first tips when you can't relax and enjoy performing. So you have successfully included yourself in the group, and you're about to start when suddenly those nerves come back. The cards aren't spreading neatly, your arms are tense, and your sleight of hand isn't as smooth as you practiced. How we correct this is by slowing down our motions by about 50%. If you do any coin magic, you know how this helps so much to make your vanishes look more beautiful, and the same theory applies if you're using sponge balls or cards. Consciously thinking about your timing, I guarantee will make you look more professional in the eyes of the audience. Unless you want them to feel like you're a beginner that knows a few tricks, I would suggest implementing timing into your routines. As always, if you want to support this content, you can help me directly by pushing that big red subscribe button, as well as turning post notifications on. In the comments, I want to hear from you what your experiences have been like performing magic, if you have felt the fear of performing to new people, as well as if you used what we talked about to make things less stressful. You guys seem to be enjoying the direction of the channel, advice for magicians, so I'm rolling with that idea. My name's Ross Donald, and make sure to check out the rest of the videos. Anyway, that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.